gonna chop it up, you know what I'm saying? But you know, like we said, life is street laws, you feel what I'm saying? But today we're gonna touch on a different base. But if I could find any laws, you know what I'm saying, out of this situation, I will grab the gravel, you feel me, and let y'all know that's a law that y'all can apply to y'all life in any situation, even if it's in the streets or if it's in, you know what I'm saying, just, you know, regular work person life, you feel what I'm saying? But number one, you feel me? How would you define the terminology mental illness if you know if it was coming from you? If you know how, what would you know?
How would I define mental illness as
Yeah,
it?
yeah. How would you define it? Like break it down. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people got a different outlook on it. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, for me personally, I would define mental illness as a sickness of not knowing. Because we as black people, we don't know shit about ourselves, at least black people in America, or what they want to call, quote unquote, the descendants of the slaves that they say they brought over here from Africa. As far as the black community dealing with me, myself personally, and I'm only going to speak on my own behalf, but I'm referencing all black men because if you're a black man and you're going through a struggle, then all black men done went through the same struggle unless you was born with a silver spoon in your mouth or your people come from money or some shit like that right there. You know what I'm saying? As far as how I look at it, black America, we all suffer from a form of mental illness because it's innate within our DNA, the trauma that our ancestors and forefathers went through as far as us being a people that, as far as we can even think back, we've been in slavery. Like, and I don't understand this shit. Like,
Still to this day, really.
I can't comprehend it. My mind won't let me comprehend it. My spirit won't let me comprehend it. My soul won't let me comprehend it. And even my physical appearance won't let me comprehend it. Like, I just don't understand the term of slavery itself.
So listen.
But
So do you think you suffer mental illness? And if you do agree, like if it's yes, elaborate why you feel like that.
do I suffer from mental illness? Of course. Why do I say I suffer from a mental illness? Because mentally I am sick. Like, because I don't know what's really going on in the world that I live in. I just grew up and was given a set of rules to govern my actions by my mother and my stepfather. And the rules and regulations that they gave me to govern myself and my actions,
Was to fit them?
it was to make them feel safe that I would stay alive. That they,
Right,
you
right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
If you do the
they
things
came
that
from a place of fear. Me,
yeah, from when they come where they came from.
I'm not born of a place from fear. The only one I feared was my mama. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't scared of them white folks. Everything that I was taught to do as far as pertaining to them, like respect them, respect their laws, go to their schools and do your best so you can make some of yourself.
Yeah, that's
To
what I was
me,
gonna ask you. What in your own word, what you think growing up, what you was think that your people expected you to be, or what you feel like they put you on the path for the
well,
things
my
that they were
mama,
showing you.
my people raised me to be an honest, God-fearing black man. And I mean, I come from a strong religious background, not a spiritual background, but a religious background. And you know what I'm saying? I was raised up in the church, so I got a certain respect and a certain love for the entity that we would name God, which to me, I ain't never really liked that term, but you know what I'm saying? I had a different relationship with my grandmother, and she gave me different insights on what we would call religion, she would call spirituality.
What you mean? What's the difference?
Like my grandma told me like basically the kingdom of God or the kingdom of heaven
Yeah.
is within and God lives inside of you, so you don't have to look outside yourself for God
Right.
because
Yeah. He
He's
in
already
you.
within you.
Right.
It's up to
Because she
you.
raised you. She raised you from the core. That's what you
Yeah,
was.
but my mama, her definition was different. Keep your head to the sky,
Yeah.
son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? God coming back for us one day. She believed that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. You know what I'm saying? That He was the incarnated form of God in the flesh. Me, I beg to differ. I believe all us are the sons of God and the daughters
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just always had a problem with authority. I
But
don't
you.
know why. It's just a part of me. I always had a problem with authority. I felt like,
But ain't that's what God gave?
hmm?
Well, authority is pretty much structure, right?
Yeah, but I had a problem with it. I'm not saying like I followed the rules and regulations that my mama and my father laid down. You know what I'm saying? As for how they govern their house. But
Right.
then they wanted me like to bow down to outside influences that project themselves to be an authoritative figure over me.
Right.
And I wasn't having that shit. You ain't my mama, you ain't my dad, you can't tell me shit.
Ain't
Now
nothing.
the people in my neighborhood that I know, I respected them people as my elders. There's a difference of just being a disrespectful ass child in the streets running wild and not having no respect for authority at all. You know what I'm saying? Versus having a problem with these people that put themselves higher than you. Like they on a pedestal and you beneath them. I ain't never grasped that concept and I never will.
Do you think it's when you was younger you went through a traumatic time that made you be rebellious like that?
Hell yeah, of
Was
course.
the traumatic come from household or streets? You know what I'm saying? Like outside of the house, did the traumatic, the trauma come from home, or did it come from you going out, kids picking on you? You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Or did you have a good home and you went out there and received the trauma that made you rebel in the house, or was it inside the house? Something happened with a cousin, auntie, mama, somebody that crossed you. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, as far as my mama, my dad, cousins, aunties and shit, no, I ain't suffer no like trauma from them. So I would say like my trauma came from outside sources that my family opened their doors to and
Right,
invited into the home,
right,
into our house.
right.
If that makes
So
sense.
I understand what you're saying. So it wasn't nothing. You basically, it was home. It's home trauma
Yeah.
because that's pretty much somebody brought your people know these people.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? They brought them in your life pretty much.
Mhm.
But it ain't you waking up outside, putting your shoes, going on outside, police fucking with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Neighborhood bully or some fuck ass shit like that. So basically, it was home trauma. That's basically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
People
I can.
that your
Okay.
parents or your auntie or somebody that invited in your life that them crossed them behind their back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cross you. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you ain't know how to probably tell or you ain't want to tell. You kept it to yourself.
Yeah. I
Held it
did that.
in.
I did that. I
Yeah.
did that
But that's
because
where the trauma come from.
yeah. I mean, like you. a lot of men they don't talk about molestation and being molested and things of that nature. And I mean, as a little boy, I was molested by one of my mama's closest friends. She used to babysit us. I mean, I could go into the details of it, but I mean, it's kind of sickening. Y'all
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
don't want
yeah.
to hear that shit. But I chose not to say nothing about it because me being a boy, hell, I felt like shit. That's what we supposed to do. We supposed to,
Right. At the time,
entertain women.
did you feel forced or was you willingly?
No, I was definitely forced.
So that's what you think that's where really the trauma come in at. Because
Yeah,
if you was willingly doing it, you don't think that you would have regretted it, basically.
no, no.
So you
But
knew it
that,
was wrong, basically.
yeah, I knew it was wrong.
Yeah. And how whatever the time or whatever the situation happened, how it approached, it was always a hitting or a sneak or some shit like that.
Yeah,
That's how you knew in your heart. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. I knew it was wrong, and the reason I never said nothing about it is because I know how my mama felt about us. Cause she always let us know like if anything happened to us, anybody did something to us, she gonna kill a bitch or
Right.
she gonna fuck them up. You know, she gonna do them dirty.
And she was dead serious about that back in
And
them days.
and I believed her.
Yeah, back in them days, she was for real.
I believed it, and I know like if I tell my mama this and she jump on this lady, ain't no telling which way it can go. Even though I felt like my mama would have whooped the lady ass or probably hurt her real bad or something
Yeah.
of that nature. And it was a possibility that my mama could be taken away from us. And I couldn't fathom living without my mama being around and me being able to see her every day because of something I said. Not only am I suffering, but my two brothers and my two sisters suffering, and her husband, which is my dad and my stepdad, Sidmo, he's suffering too. So I
Yeah.
kept that shit to myself. But at the same time, now that I'm older and I think back on it, that shit, it destroyed a part of me to the point to where I deal with women in a demeanor that is not fitting of a man, if
What
that
you
makes
mean?
sense.
So you go into a relationship knowing that you ain't gonna be good because of
It
trauma.
depends. I'm not gonna say I go in a relationship not knowing that I'm gonna be good, but I go into a relationship knowing that this certain act that was forced upon me as a child, she'll never get that out of me.
Right. I see what you're
It'll
saying.
be,
And
it'll have to
it
be up
become
to
a problem.
me.
It become to a problem in a relationship.
Yeah, it would have to be up to me to
Want to do it.
want to do that without her even asking. If she
Right.
asks me,
It's a hell no every time.
it's a, it's like I travel back in time and I remember the incident that happened to me as a child, and I take that shit out on her. And that was unfair on my behalf, but that's the mental illness that I was suffering from, of not being able to express my feelings and what I went through as a child to this woman that I'm being intimate with, and letting her know that
So do you
this is
think
something that I don't want to do. Like, don't ask me to do this. If I want to do it, it's gonna be on my time and on my terms without you asking. Cause if you ask me, it's just gonna prolong me even wanting to do it, and you might not
right,
never have
right,
no
right,
woman.
right. Understood. I agree. I definitely agree because certain shit you don't have to ask for and no in no relationship. It just happens.
Yeah,
If a nigga feeling you, it just gonna get done. You know, whatever it is, you feel me? But I damn sure agree with you here. But it could be a problem in a relationship too. Because I don't experience the same situation, you feel what I'm saying? But is it like
mm, damn.
is it anything you could do to like when you can get over it?
I mean, I feel like this.
Because you
Don't
pretty much you still holding on to it, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever talked to that person?
The last I heard, that person passed away. And you know what? I want to say I forgive them. I mean, it was it to me. It was a catch-22. I was too young to be experiencing what I experienced at that age and in that manner, and with it being how it was. You know what I'm saying? Now that I'm older, I've talked to a couple of people about it, right? But I never got down to the grits of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
how does it really make me feel on the inside? Um, does it have anything to do with me picking the type of women that I choose to give myself to or lay down with? Yeah, I feel like it do. I feel like it
You
do.
think so?
Yeah, of course. I feel like it do because I always had an attraction like to older women. And I don't even really like I don't know, like I don't really like older women. I mean, you got some beautiful older women out there, don't get me wrong. But every woman I done dealt with in a serious, like long term relationship has been older than
Older.
I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think the situation that I went through as a jit
Got something to
is
do.
what allows me to fall victim to letting myself be susceptible to accepting an older woman as a
Over.
partner versus me accepting a woman my age or a little younger than me. Which I
Do you
don't.
think older women treat you different than a woman your age, or you know what I'm talking about? Like,
To me, no. To me, to be honest, they easier.
wow, alright, that's real.
They easier.
That's true. When you look at it,
Like I was in a relationship with a chick that was 14 years younger than me, and I was fucked up by her. You know what I'm saying? But the age difference and me being the person that I am, I didn't smother her. I still let her be her at her age and let her experience them things that she would experience had she not been with me. And we got a bond, you know what I'm saying? We got an unbreakable bond. I still love her. You know what I'm saying? Do I love her enough to be with her? No. But I still love her.
yeah,
I wouldn't diss her
yeah, yeah.
in the streets and no shit like that if she
Always
came up
be
to
there
me.
for
If she
shit.
need
My
me and I'm
old
able to
lady
help
young,
her,
hell.
I'm gonna lend that helping hand.
My old lady, she younger. She ain't young, but she younger. But sometimes, it's all about shit how you pick them too. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you like to pick them older because they easy. That is true, but they take care of your ass though. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't never looking for no mama figure shit. I had a mama, but I mean, hell,
You
to
just
me,
they
you know what though? I'm gonna be honest too. Like, I don't look in the mirror and see myself as an unattractive nigga. Like sometimes I look in the mirror and I be like, damn, God knew exactly what He was doing when He created you. And then sometimes I look in the mirror and I be like, man, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Like I have them days, bro.
yeah, yeah. Everybody do. I think
You know what I'm saying? I look in the mirror and
it's
I
a
don't even see myself. You know
it's
what
a
I'm saying?
phase. I think.
But I have I have women that let me know how attractive I am and shit of that nature. But at the same time, it's a part of me be like, that bitch wants something.
Yeah.
She stroking my ego cause it's something I got that I don't know that I might possess that she won't.
It's
I know it
something.
ain't no goddamn money. I ain't got a hell of a lot of that. I got
Yeah.
just enough to take care of what I
Yeah.
got to take
Yeah.
care of.
Yeah. To get me through, get me
Yeah.
by. Shit. We trying to get through hell. But shit. Oh, the women get game too. And at the end of the day, to be real with you, oh, the women, they have you back, boy. They gonna push you like if you got a dream or some shit like that,
Mm.
they gonna help you. If you got a vision, oh
Yeah, I
yeah, they gonna
mean, that's if you got the right one.
yeah,
But then, my relationship with, I'm going to just bring up two because they was kind of the same. They was good as far as like taking care of me, you know what I'm saying, as far as womanly duties. But at the same time, they was bossy. And I had a problem with authority already. So I was raised that the man is the one to lead the house. But at the same time, I ain't ignorant to the point to where if I'm not living in my own shit, I ain't provide my own house for me and this woman to live in, then I can't be the man of that house. If I
yeah,
leave my mama house and I go move in with this chick, which I did, I left my mama house and I moved in with an older female when I was 16. When I turned 18 and was old enough to get married, I married this chick. So I thought I was in love. You know what I'm saying? She treated me good. She was good to me. But the thing about it, by her being older and me being young and inexperienced, as far as like in the bedroom area, I feel like she took advantage of that because she was sleeping around. And I knew it. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I cared, but at the same time, I didn't care. Because the game she was playing with them older niggas
why you think she married you then?
for security, because she had them manipulated me already to the point to where if she gave me a couple of career choices to take, right? Well, I graduated high school when I was 16. And from 16 to 17, I went to Travis Votek. I graduated from Auburndale High School. I went to Travis Votek and I was taking a trade. I was taking welding. I didn't like that cause it messed with my eyes. And
Well,
I ended up going into the machine shop. I liked the machine shop, but I didn't finish because one day the military people came, the Army, Navy, and the Marine Corps, they came and visited the school, and it was like a little, what they call it back in the days, an assembly. They had an assembly for us to go and talk to these recruiters from the different branches of the military service. And I seen that nigga in that dress blue uniform with that Maccabee sword. I like, man, I got to get me one of them. I got to get me one of them. And shit, I ended up joining the Marine Corps. Yeah,
that bit was tough.
yeah, it was a nice experience. It wasn't. I feel like that shit was easy. It wasn't tough. Like they say, boot camp was hard. That shit, it was hard if you was a weak-minded individual. It was
Right.
hard, but to me, that shit was a joke. It was a game. Boot camp, physically, I was already physically fit. You know what I'm saying? So that part wasn't shit. It was the mental part that will make you or break you. Like niggas, I used we had a drill instructor named Staff Sergeant Presley. Shout out to Staff Sergeant Presley. Um, he used to have niggas crying. I mean, boohoo crying, cause he would tell them he finna go get head from his sister or his mama. Man, we in Columbia, we in Paris Island,
Yeah, your
South
people on the
Carolina.
other side, man.
Man, your people 14, 15
Yeah.
hours away, man. How that got you upset, bro? How that got you so mad you crying and shit? I
Them
just
boy,
ain't understand that shit.
them boy, that shit hit hard.
How
It's,
though? It don't
there's
make
some
no.
niggas
That shit
like
don't
that.
make sense, bro.
There's some niggas like that though.
People that break off that type of shit, they shouldn't even allow to be in the military, dog. Cause you
Yeah.
ain't even exercising common sense. He
Yeah.
here with you. How you gonna be
Ooh.
at your mama
Hey,
house?
hey, hey. You said some powerful shit just did.
What the?
A nigga exercise common sense. How you gonna exercise common sense? That's a new one. I ain't never heard that one. How you like niggas need to exercise a lot of shit if that's the case. Cause boy, look at here. That was a good one though. But it's niggas like that. Niggas sensitive, man.
Yeah.
Especially about a bit.
And one thing I always wanted to do, I'm gonna do this on every little episode we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In
I
that
want
bitch
to
so we can watch it.
apologize. I'm gonna consider myself a black man for right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just say I'm a black man.
Yeah.
My nationality is neither here nor there. If you want to know my nationality, I'm a fucking Floridian because I'm from the state of Florida.